Yes, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How is everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. Guys, this is the midnight show. We're going to be talking about Mo Salah returning back to playing duty, hopefully. Fingers crossed tomorrow and then back for Sunday. We're also going to look at the Sparta Prague game, sorry. And and give our match preview and team lineups. But help me do all this. I've got my man K-Mac with me. K-Mac, how you doing, man?
How you doing, mate? How you doing? It's been a while. Big up everyone.
Yeah.
Big up the chat.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Big up to the chat. Everyone hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that share, and go and share the love on K-Mac's channel as well. How you doing, my man? How you been?
I'm all right, mate. I've been binge watching the X-Files at the moment.
I remember you telling me this last week. You're still going. You're still
Yes. Oh, it's 11 seasons. I'm up to season 4 now.
Oh, so you're deep in. You're deep in now.
Deep in.
Yeah, I saw you causing havoc on Frank's channel last night. I saw you.
Why did he ask me those questions?
I saw you causing havoc.
Yeah, a little bit.
But yeah,
you know me.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't watched X-Files in ages. Like, have you seen them all before? And you're just rerunning them?
God, mate, I was like 16 when it started.
I can't
like 1994, mate. Like when it started, it's crazy.
Yeah,
when I'm watching it, I'm on like 1997 now, so I'm watching it going, oh, I just joined the army then. I'm like a year into the army. You know, I'm kind of calculating it in my life when it was on.
Yeah.
The special effects are getting a bit better now in it. They were just really bad before.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, I love going back and watching old programs, man. I love going back and watching old programs.
I think I'll probably get back into Fringe again as well once I finish that. That's like 7 seasons. Do you remember that Fringe?
Yeah, I do remember Fringe. Yeah,
it was good.
I mean, the William old shows ruled, no doubt about it. Yeah, big up everyone in the chat. Hope you're all doing good. Thank you for joining
Frank's me. There, by the way.
We got Frank. You know what? Right, let's see if Frank's thing works today. I'm going to send Frank a DM.
Yeah.
Frank, I'm going to send you a DM on your Twitter, man. The link. See if you can join tonight, yeah? For some reason, it didn't work the other night.
I'll send him it on Facebook as well if he's there. Right.
I ain't on Facebook.
I'll send you it on Facebook, Frank, as well.
Oh, yeah. Send it to Frank on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get Frankie boy now.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get him on the channel tonight as well.
Why
not? That's a good one. Oh, who watched the Champions League? Did anyone remember it?
Does anyone even watch the Champions League anymore now that we're not in it?
I'll tell you what, it's quite dead, ain't it?
It's pretty crap, isn't it? Even the big teams are playing crap.
Yeah. I mean, Man City, Copenhagen. You know,
I would have been watching it just for the hope of injuries.
Yeah, but look, Man City played the kids, like some of the kid players.
Yeah,
they were rooting for it. But yeah, Real Madrid won or win Leipzig, just struggling to get through. You know, his trophy's got Man City's name all over it, ain't
it? Probably.
I mean, who's stopping them? Who's stopping them, man? They're absolute. It's absolute turnip at the moment.
Saying that though, I know Bayern got beat in the first leg by Lazio. I could see Bayern doing something, you know, with Harry Kane. He is just banging him in for fun. Never know with them. Be a good final, I think, but that'll be about it.
Jamrock said, James Phillips football chats. What have I walked into? Only fans with footballs. Whoa! Is it because I'm wearing a vest? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is that what it is, Jamrock? Big up to you, man. Only fans with footballs. Big up the K. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's sort of cack, ain't it? It is sort of cack. Yeah.
I always find these weird, like 5:30 kickoffs tomorrow a bit odd as well. Like, we never do any of them, like, for a long time.
What time are we kicking off tomorrow?
5:45.
Are we?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't know we were kicking off that early.
Just found
They
out.
would have missed the game. I would have been sitting down at 8 o'clock.
The wife to Dunelm.
Game.
I was going to take the wife to Dunelm, so I'm going to have to do that a bit later now, maybe earlier.
I would have been sitting down at the game for 8 p.m. and like nothing happened. I was like, where's the game? So I'm glad I know now. Big up Bajan in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well,
Big up
my
Bajan.
friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, big up Michael as well, my man Michael. Michael, plug your stuff you do on YouTube, man. That animated series you do. It's awesome. Inter again under the radar. Yeah, I still like if Inter play Man City tomorrow, still guarantee. I still think City win. Inter Bayern Munich, City, Arsenal. It's gonna be one. I think
Their
Arsenal
manager's linked with us again, by the way.
Simeone, Inzaghi.
He's linked with us again. I don't think he'll want to leave Italy, do you?
I don't.
It's hard to manage to do quite well in the Prem, though, mate. There's quite a few that have won it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Like if I know Inter Milan have had their financial issues, if they can get around that, I don't know. Why would he want to leave Inter Milan at the moment? It sort of suits him. I know. One thing I want to start before we get on. So, Richard Hughes.
No.
Does he look like he's on his way to Liverpool? Because, he's leaving Bournemouth at the end of the season. Mutual consent. They're not putting him on gardening leave, so he's still doing his job now. FSG did that international meeting in Florida, didn't they? For everyone in their business and and Billy Hogan. But I think Billy Hogan got put charge of CEO of international affairs with FSG or something like that, which opens up this spot that everyone's talking about, that COO spot that Michael Edwards could take up running the football club. He's apparently very good friends with Richard Hughes, who we'd want as his sporting director if he got the job. That's the rumours. What do you reckon, man? Is Richard Hughes the new sporting director? I know Roma are looking at him as well.
Yeah, I mean, so that role has been made available for. I mean, basically, what they've done is they've just gone, Edwards, what you want? Like a bit like when they said to Klopp, we'll write you a blank check. Like, what you want to stay? That was what came from FSG to Klopp, and he said no, I'm going. I was like, okay. So they've spoke to Edwards. Edwards said no at first. Maybe that's because Klopp was there. I don't know. And now the Klopp's definitely going. They've literally made the role available for him, and he's actually said, hasn't he, that I want more control. Like, I want to run the club, which is perfect. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, the continuity would be amazing to just. And Richard Hughes, he's worked with before, but I don't rate Richard Hughes, mate. He's not been the guy who's been in charge of all the signings for Bournemouth, by the way. He's not been great, like, recently. But if he does come, there's more chance that Edwards is going to be the COO if we get Hughes. But I don't think Hughes will be the director of football. I think he might be the technical director, because he's not been doing the director of football as in signings for Bournemouth. He's not the guy that's done that. I think it's Wilcox that's been doing that, and that's the guy that Man United are trying to get. If that makes sense. So Man United are trying to get Wilcox, and I think he's the guy that's been doing that for Bournemouth, and he's just been like a technical director, or I don't know, above him. So that would tie in. If we are going for him, then it probably is going to be Edwards that gets him. Otherwise, I don't know why we'd go for him. Like, if we're not getting Edwards, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. I like the Richard Hughes thing. I see people in the comments about Richard Hughes, and one thing I will say, no one really knew who Michael Edwards was before he got got promoted within, because if I remember rightly, Michael Edwards got promoted within. Before I carry on, guys, go and subscribe to Michael's YouTube channel, man. He does this great animated cartoon like series on there. It's really good. Go and check it out, guys. There's his link right there. Michael's a long time viewer of the channel, man. Go and check his stuff out. Big up my man there, Kindergarten Clock. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Great name. Yeah, like Michael, like no one knew Michael Edwards. Like Michael Edwards worked at Liverpool, but he got promoted into the sporting director role. More people knew who Damien Comolli was than Michael Edwards, and then Michael Edwards went on to have a great career at Liverpool Football Club as a sporting director, and is massively loved at the club.
Is that you or me that's going off?
What's going on?
Sounds like the phone's interfering. Is that you or me?
I can't hear anything.
Okay, it must be me.
I can't hear now.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird. Jamrock says, if you're going to bring in someone from UK, then just pay the release clause, get Dan Ashworth. Is Dan Ashworth actually that good, Loan?
Nah.
Because Dan Ashworth did his job so badly, Newcastle can't spend money. I mean, I don't know if Dan Ashworth... this is what I'm saying. And at Brighton, the job at Brighton, Tony Bloom's basically got like a...
data analytics company.
Yeah, data analytics company that really did all the transfers.
Not
so
Ashworth.
Yeah, it's
you know the guy I want, and he's got an incredible track record, and it's Paul Mitchell, and no one's talking about him. It's all gone quiet with him, and he's not in a job right now. He's on gardening leave from Monaco, and if you look at his record, and he worked with Edwards as well at Tottenham. I've talked about him enough. Like, I think he'd be amazing if we went and got him.
These sporting directors, I don't know, man. I mean, there's so many people that do very good jobs that no one ever heard of Michael Edwards. Let's not pretend here. Let's not mess around. No one ever heard of Michael Edwards. Got the job, was a tremendous sporting director for Liverpool with no track record of really doing anything in football. So maybe we just got to be a bit like, it's only because what Edwards done, and then we look back on it. But in recency bias in us. But if you go back to before he was like, who's Michael Edwards? Like, no one really cared. Now everyone cares about sporting directors, so it's a different world we live in. Like 8 years ago,
I think Edwards was in the banking world.
Edwards
was in the banking world. I mean, at the end of the day, we might even get Edwards. Like, this is all just hearsay, really. Like, media talk, bits and bobs. The interesting one was Steve McManaman has talked about Edwards, and he lives near him, by the way.
Yeah, I saw this article.
So that means that he lives in Liverpool, which is an interesting one in itself. Edwards has still got property that he lives in near Steve McManaman, so he's still around. That's just an interesting one, because I didn't think he lived in Liverpool anymore.
Yeah, and I think Steve McManaman was saying, like, he's basically saying it looks like Michael Edwards would like to come back to Liverpool, but he doesn't want the role of sporting director. And everything we've been reading is that Michael Edwards is willing to come back if he gets a bigger role with a lot more authority at the football club. And it's up to FSG if they want to give him that authority. It really is. And if they give him that authority, he's going to be running the club. He'll be running the club day to day. Everything. He'll be putting all the data. We know Michael Edwards loves data analytics. He'll put all that back in charge. Everything will be data driven. And he'd be in charge of the football club. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about Michael Edwards being in charge of the football club?
I'd absolutely love it, mate, because we were at our best when he was there.
Yeah, that's true.
And we were at our best when he left and his prodigy took over for a year. It's just a fact. Like, we had our dips when he left and when the director of football that replaced him left. That's just a fact. Like, that's when we had our dips. if he comes in, there's going to be continuity at the club, which is the worry I've got, because when the big clubs have lost their managers, we just use like Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger, just for example. Yeah, there was no continuity because all of their backroom staff left, and also the director of football, and even some of the CEOs and stuff left as well. So there's no continuity, and they went downhill for a while. You know, Manchester United is still there. Arsenal is still trying to get back. I think they've won like two FA Cups or something, like since Wenger left. So, you know, they're trying to get back to where they were. You know, we're on the verge of possibly doing a quadruple. We're only like a season or two away from winning a Premier League and a couple of cups recently. So we want to keep that continuity at the club. And if we can get Edwards back, and then he gets some of the people that he knows back, or keep some of them, then we'll keep that. And that's what we need, because we don't want to lose the way Liverpool is ran. All we're doing is changing the manager and the coaches. That's how I feel about it. There's a lot of people out there, though. There's a lot of managers and there's a lot of director of footballs and that all over the place. But we just need to make sure we select the right ones that suit Liverpool.
Definitely, I agree.
And if we've got Edwards, I think we will. Like, he's got a really, really good track record, and everything he does just has.
Yeah, definitely with Edwards. I mean, if Edwards
Even
comes
if we got
back
Julian Ward, I'd be happy with Julian Ward, mate.
Yeah, Julian Ward's name.
He's worked with him before, and well. he got trained by him. You're gonna get a good guy there.
Yeah, I've heard a bit about Julian Ward this week as well. But you know, if Michael Edwards comes and Klopp leaves, the conspiracy theories are going to start.
Yep,
there's no doubt about that.
I can say I told you so.
Yeah. Big up Martin. He says, "What do you think of the Musiala and Kimmich transfer news?" Kimmich, I think, will leave Bayern, but the problem is Kimmich. I don't think Kimmich is the player he once was. I think his best years are behind him now. I know he's still like 28. I just don't think he's the player he once was, and his wages are ridiculous. Musiala's got 2 years left in his contract. From next season, he's got 2 years left on his deal. So obviously Bayern Munich are trying to get him to sign a new contract. If they don't get him to sign a new contract, they don't want to lose Musiala for a free or sell him really cheaply. So they might have to look at selling him in the summer. So Kimmich and Musiala could leave this summer, which would be massive. And also another reason why Xabi Alonso might not go to Bayern Munich. And I know there's a lot of talk on Twitter right now tonight about, apparently in the Telegraph tonight, they put Liverpool search for Jurgen Klopp's successor is complicated by the fact they're also in the process of appointing a new sporting director. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see how it goes. But, yeah, with Kimmich and that, Kimmich, I think, will leave. And Musiala, he's their star boy. They need to tie him down, but he's not accepting their contracts at the moment. So we'll see
he's the reason why Kane's on fire, Musiala.
Yeah, definitely.
He's the reason why Kane's on fire. He's so productive.
James, do you hear about the story about Romano getting paid by clubs to create propaganda? Yeah.
I told you that. I told you that a long time ago, guys.
Yeah, I think that was always going to be the case.
I told you about him. He's a Chelsea stooge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People saying about FSG and messing around with this management thing. The difference is with Bayern Munich always have the advantage over Liverpool for Xabi Alonso because they're in the same league. It's just easier. So they got that little advantage there. Plus Bayern Munich, I don't know if anyone noticed, but they're arseholes. They would do anything in their power to disrupt Bayer Leverkusen. I know there's a 10-point gap, but they would do anything in their power to disrupt Bayer Leverkusen. And that's what I think it mostly is at the moment. It's a power game.
I totally agree with you, mate. They'll they'll try and disrupt their players. They'll try and get in Zabi's head. They'll do everything they can because they do not want to lose a league title.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
They
it's
don't
just
they get like a ridiculous amount of money when they win the league? Like, don't they get like a certain TV cut or something? It's like 4 times more than any other team when they win the league.
Yeah, Bayern have the German league sewn up, man. They,
Mm.
you know, if they want a manager or player from the second best team in Germany to stop the threat, they just go and buy them.
Yeah.
They go and get them. It's the way it's always been over there. But yeah, I think them days of buying. I think the days of buying taking over German football might be, coming to an end a little bit from next season. I really do. But look, let's talk about the real news, and that's what Trent said today about Manchester City. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, looking back on this era, this is what he said. Although they, Man City, have won more titles than us and have probably been more successful, our trophies will mean more to us and our fan base because of the situations at both clubs. Financially, how both clubs have built their teams and the manner in which we've done it probably means more to our fans. So that's what Trent said today, and he's right. But my God, has this ticked off City fans? has this ticked off City fans? Now, should he be saying it? I don't know. But he's a Liverpool lad. He's a Scouse boy. He's going to, he's going to back his team. But yeah, it's City fans are not taking too well to it. Let's put it that way. But yeah, looking back at this era, he's saying that City have won more titles, but with the financial differences of the club. What do you reckon, man? Should he be saying that? Do you understand why he's saying it?
I think him saying that is okay because he's not playing.
Yeah.
Because that stinks to me as a Dejan Lovren comment before a match, and then he has the worst game of his life against that team.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do agree with him. Like, it does mean more to the fans because they've got plastic fans. like they've literally got glory hunters. Like, half their fan base has only joined them recently because they started winning stuff. And I think what's hilarious as well is isn't there a new thing which has come out where when Man City have paid a ridiculous amount of money for something, and then for the Amazon, it's not the Amazon, it's the Netflix show they've done. Have you heard about this?
Yes, yeah.
So they paid a ridiculous amount of money by a company to produce this, and then they've sold it for Netflix at a loss.
Yeah. City can afford.
That doesn't sound dodgy, does it?
They can afford to sell anything at a loss. Let's be fair. I mean, they got £100 million player in Jack Grealish that they don't need. Do you know what I mean? It's just
he's injured.
How many players, how many teams do you know that can do that? That can have £100 million player in their ranks that they just don't need. Like, it don't matter to them. They've gone and got Doku this year. He's there to really replace Jack Grealish, and Doku ain't really much either. So then next season, they're probably going to get someone to replace both of them. Musiala. It doesn't matter. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Musiala went to City. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. It's just, it's hilarious. But that, it's wound them up a little bit. Big Steve Daps and LB and Hamza all rattled us. Their entire fan base. Yeah, I like them guys though. Hamza, yeah. But I like Big Steve Daps and LB. And Nobbins. Nobbins is great as well. They're good guys, man. They're good guys. City will buy Saka.
Crack on.
I don't know if they.
I don't fear anyone. I don't fear anyone with our team.
Well, I think Disney Plus, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if they come to a final thing where they definitely sold the. I think it's Disney Plus.
It will be definitely a US based. Like, it won't be Netflix. I don't think it'll be Amazon either, to be honest.
No, I think
Like,
it is Disney
I don't
Plus.
think it will be Amazon because there's so many other things that are on Amazon which kind of dilute it. You know, like the Tottenham one, and then the Arsenal one, and then the Real Madrid one.
I tell you what, it makes sense for it to be on Disney Plus. Do you know why it makes sense for it to be on Disney Plus? Because when Liverpool win the quadruple, you can class it as a fairy tale. So that's why it should be on Disney Plus. There you go.
Clip that.
And Liverpool, you can nick it. You can steal. I'll let you have that one. You know, they can have it. They can have it. Captain Cell says it should be on Pornhub.
Virgil van Disney. That's good.
But yeah, I saw that Trent thing today. I saw some people talking about it. I was watching Nobbins on his City watch along earlier talking about it, and I was like, I ain't seen this. Where is it? Then I found it earlier, and should Trent be saying it? Does it sound a bit salty? I don't know. I get where he's coming from. He's a Scouser, he's a Liverpool boy. It probably means more to him than a lot of players in the team, and that's probably his reaction to it. You got that Liverpool Manchester as well, sort of like rivalry, City ways and everything. So yeah,
I'm glad he came out with it and not the manager.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't want manager
Yeah,
shouldn't be saying it at all. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
don't want him getting involved in that stuff. I also don't want Virgil coming out with stuff like that either because he's going to be playing.
Yeah.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play coming out with war talk and then having a crap game because that's happened so many times. You tempt and fate.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a lot of ex-players that have come out and said that they think Man City might lose to us and Arsenal in the next couple of games.
Yeah, look, City concede goals.
Conceded one tonight, didn't he?
They concede all the time. You know, conceded. Like, I think they concede almost every match they play at the moment. They seem to concede a goal. Didn't they concede 2 to Luton? Wasn't it like 3-2 for a little while before Luton decided that we won't defend no more and just let you do what you want? Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a lot closer than it looked. Like in the end, because they just give up the ghost in the end, didn't they? And
they gave up
the
goals. They couldn't handle the power of Haaland, and they did defend well at all. They just opened up for City. It was madness. But it was 3-2 for a little while. You know, Luton got back in the game. They conceded again tonight. Who did they play on the weekend? Man United, weren't it? They didn't concede against you. Yeah, they conceded against United. Rashford scored. Yeah. So
they could have. Man United could have had 2 in the first half.
Man United could have had more than that. Rashford could have had a hat trick.
Trashford.
Rashford could have landed a legitimate hat trick. There was that one when he was 1-on-1 and he stood on the ball.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Like he controlled it. His first touch was terrible, and then he stood on the ball. And he's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. You know, he was away from Walker. And with his pace, he was going to stay away from Walker. But he tread on the ball. You know, there was a few opportunities. There was another opportunity when Bruno Fernandes was free and they just never played the pass. And if they played the pass, he would have been 1-on-1 with the keeper.
Did you see the heat map of the shots of that game? There's 2 for Man United, and one of them's a goal. They were dreadful. Like they just stopped playing, and they've got a crap defense. So they're always going to concede.
I think City give up more chances than us.
Yeah, I do. I think once you get it, Rodri. I don't understand why people don't just put a man on Rodri. Like, don't give him time. Don't give him space or time because he just completely controls the game. Once you get past him, you're at the back 1 or back 2. Like they leave themselves wide open.
Yeah, they defend like us this season because what City are doing, City have gone more direct this season, ain't they? They just 1-2 pass, bang into Foden, into De Bruyne, bang into Haaland, goal. That's how they're playing. And if you look at City now, they're a bigger team. They're a unit. They're a lot of players that are over 6 foot now, big players. So they're playing in more P&P way, power and pace, and they're playing more direct. And to do that way, they're defending like Liverpool. They're playing one-on-one defending. They're playing one-on-one defending, and they're playing high up. The problem is, John Stones is great, but Ruben Diaz can't play that way.
No.
He can't play that way. So I actually think City in the last few weeks actually give up more chances to the opposition than Liverpool do. And it's that game on
I
Sunday.
also
I
think
can't
you
wait
can
for
get
it.
at Walker. Walker's got mistakes in
Yeah,
him now.
yeah. I mean, he's still got that pace, but yeah,
Yeah,
he makes some mistake here and there. But that game on Sunday's going to be interesting, man. But
it's
look, we've
going to
got
be
this game
interesting.
Thursday that we got to try and get through well enough. Look, it's going to be a difficult game. Sparta Prague, I think they're top of the league, ain't they? Are they top of the league? I think they're top of their league, ain't they, Sparta?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Yeah, so they're
yeah.
top of their league. I think Slavia are second or something like that. I saw it recently, but
That's the other team we could have been drawn against as well, wasn't it? They were both there,
yeah.
weren't they?
So the Prague teams, especially Sparta Prague, got a long history, but good history. They're a good club. But Liverpool should be getting through this round for me, home and away, comfortably. But with this City game on Sunday, injuries coming back, we now know, thankfully, by the sounds of it, Alisson Becker should be back after the international break, which is great because we were thinking long term. Trent should be back after the international break. They think Curtis Jones might be back before the international break in training and be ready to go for the first game after.
God,
And
don't
Gravenberch.
let him go on the international break to England.
No, he won't go anywhere, man. He won't go anywhere. And Gravenberch obviously back as well, which gives you more numbers in midfield.
I think Grab might be a bit longer now.
You reckon?
Yeah, I
He's
think
walking
Grab's a
around
bit
today
longer.
without anything, weren't he? So I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. It'd be interesting, but
I'm made up. Ali's not out for longer. Klopp made it out that he was out for longer, which was a bit of a concern. But
yeah, and that's why people like Paul Joyce and all that
yeah,
went with like it. With the way Klopp said it, it sounded like it was serious, but he'd be back for the running. But it's probably not as serious as first thought now. So
no.
which would be good. I mean, so they'd be back at the
And
end of
also
March. Then.
Jota's not far off either as well.
There you go, man. K-Mate, you just hit 200 subs, my man.
Yeah, thanks guys.
There you go.
Appreciate
Big
it.
up there. Big up the K-Mate. 200 subs is good, man. It's a hard graph, YouTube. So big up the K-Mate. Well done, guys, for subscribing. Appreciate you all.
Thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so our game after international break is Brighton at home. So you're looking at around what's that? 31st is Easter Sunday this year, I do believe, ain't it? 'Cause it's early. So yeah.
Yeah.
They should be back for Easter Sunday games, which is hopefully fingers crossed. But Thursday, tomorrow, or today now, we got this big game in Europe that I want to get through because I want to win this competition. How does Klopp go around it? We know now the main man, the King's back, Mo Salah's back. He's in training. We all saw it today with our own eyes when Liverpool's YouTube channel put up it weren't, they said it was live training. It weren't. It was the players walking onto the field, doing a few kick-me-ups, and then the camera stopping.
Yeah. I don't mind that, to be honest. I don't
when
want
they
them
do
to see what we
inside
do.
training, when they do inside training and you see no training whatsoever, you just see Mo and the boys walking around, shaking hands and having a laugh at that.
Yeah.
There's no training. But you saw obviously Mo Salah was on the field. And that's massive news. Dominic Szoboszlai was there. Endo was there. How do we go around this game on Thursday? We know Jadon Dance is not going to be there because he got concussion after that bump with the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
but
that's a I'm really disappointed for him there because I think he would have been up for a start. I think he deserves it. It's a shame, but it's interesting. It's interesting that you got McAllister to do the press conference. So that means he's going to be there, and he's probably going to be captain.
Yeah, he's going to be playing.
You normally have your captain, because I remember Curtis Jones did it, and he was captain when he came up and did one of the press conferences. So
good point.
So I think he's going to play, which I didn't really want him to play, if I'm honest. I wanted him to rest, and also Virgil. But it looks like he's going to go quite strong, mate.
I think he's going to go proper strong.
I know
We've got to win
it's a
this
mad
competition.
one
But he
because I
wants to win.
don't think this team's any better than Toulouse that we played away.
But if you look at all the Europa League games this season, he's gone strong in most of them. He's gone strong in most of them. I think Alisson's behaved in goal in a few. Virgil's played. Salah's played.
Are you gonna do the team? Are you gonna do a predicted team?
Yeah, we're going to predict.
You are,
team
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I won't talk about any of the players then, but it looks like he's taking a lot of the main squad with him. No one's staying behind.
We did lose to Toulouse away.
Yeah, we were robbed.
Beat my own. Yeah.
We were robbed.
It should have been a draw, let's face it, yeah. I think Klopp wants to go strong, so I think he feels like because the home and away leg is a week in behind, the away leg is next week, ain't it? I believe. I think there's only a week. Yeah, so
it's only a week. Why is it only a week when it's 2 weeks for others?
I have no idea. But I think he wants to get because he got the FA Cup game against Man United. I think he's looking at it and thinking, let's just get the draw, let's get the game done. Maybe he's thinking that let's get the tie done. That's because we're away for
like another 5 games in 16 days or something stupid like that. Again.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. We have so many games. It's ridiculous.
It's Europa League and the 2 Manchester clubs and Europa League. They're our next 4 games before the international break. I think he just wants to get the tie done.
And don't we have Man United after them? Don't we have Man United twice away? Like one after the other. Is it one after the other?
No, we got Man United away in the FA Cup, international break, and then we got Brighton and Sheffield United.
Oh, okay.
At home. Our next 3 Premier League games are all at home.
Yeah, 5. We've got 5 at home, haven't we? We've got 5.
Yeah.
Is it 5 out of 6? 5 out of 6.
Yeah, because the Europa League game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's big.
The Everton game's got postponed, ain't it? It's because the Everton game.
Big having so many games at home for the Prem. That's really big. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got this game on Sunday. It's massive because we could be second in the league by the time we play City on Sunday because Arsenal got Brentford on Saturday.
Yeah.
So if Arsenal win that game, they'll be top of the league. So Liverpool need to beat City, and then City and Arsenal's next game in the Premier League is then against each other on Easter Sunday after the international break. So one of them are going to drop points. And Liverpool at home to Brighton on the same day. So this is why this is huge, absolutely massive. So that's why Liverpool got to win Sunday. So this game is really important. Our Klopp looks at it. Now, the kids have been playing well, but I think we're just coming to the end of we could slip up. I think we could slip up if we go again. Even the kids are looking a little bit tired. I know the kids, but it takes it. You think of all what it's doing to these kids. They've won a trophy. They've come from nowhere to win a trophy. The adrenaline pumping through you. Then you go and knock Southampton out the FA Cup. The adrenaline pumping through you. You play some minutes in the Premier League, and then you got Europa League game. There will be a down where they don't perform, and you just got to make sure you manage them properly. Interesting one is the Polish Messi has taken Jadon Danzig's spot in this game, ain't he? He's gone on the plane.
It's interesting, isn't it?
And he's never been given a chance. He's never been
come out the blue, literally out the blue.
And he's never been looked at. Everyone rates him. If everyone's watched him in the academy, he's quality. He certainly is. There's something great about him. But for whatever reason, it's not happened. Now, I think one of the reasons, I think it was his dad and his agent were demanding a first-team contract or something like that, and it didn't go right. His contract also ends in the summer, so maybe Liverpool will go try and put him in the shop. I don't know.
Maybe they're trying to sell him to Prague.
Yeah, he's gone. He's flown though. He's with the team. He might get minutes, but let me just get the squad up. So the squad
he can also play left or right, by the way, which is handy.
Yeah, playing the wide areas as well. He's a good player,
which is handy.
He's a good player. Let me see.
at the end of the day, you probably play Kumas ahead of him because Kumas scored in his last game, that he played.
Yeah.
Kumas
is a good player, man.
Yeah, you play someone who's playing well on form, and played in the team. Interesting.
Exactly. Liverpool's travelling squad. So this is the squad that travelled. Gomez, Endo, Van Dijk, Kanate, Diaz, Szoboszlai, Darwin, McAllister, Salah, Adrian, Gakpo, Elliott, Tsimikas, Robbo, Clark, Gordon, McConnell, Kelleher, Kumas, Kwanzaa, Bradley. I can't pronounce his name. I always struggle with it, so I call him a Polish Messi. Mrozic, I think he's the goalkeeper. I can't pronounce. Yeah,
that's
he's the youth goalkeeper.
That's 3 goalkeepers.
Yeah, so
that's strong.
That's a strong.
I mean, that's the strongest team we've got, pretty much.
That's a strong squad, and that is probably the same squad that will play at home. That will be in the squad to face City as well.
Yeah.
So that's Liverpool's squad at the moment.
Maybe Dan's instead of Masalowski against City, because he should be back then.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
that's a strong team, really strong team. He's not messing around, is he?
That is a proper squad that he's taken now.
I mean, that rotation with the 5 subs is going to be interesting, isn't it? So it's probably going to be Kanate 45, Virgil 45, isn't it? Gomez will probably do 45. Mac will do 45. And then, who knows? Like Salah, Nunes. You just don't know then, do you, really? Like, who does the other 45s or 30s?
Well, that's right. My press.
Has Salah gone? Has Salah travelled? Did you say Salah's travelled?
Travelled. Yeah, Salah.
Okay, Salah will play.
There's the let me just. So there's the squad there. See, there's the squad there. There's a squad there.
Yeah.
So Salah. It's basically the first team squad and a few kids.
We've got like 2 Polish players.
We can't really quite. We can't. I don't know if we can. Kwanzaa and Bradley are first teamers now, so you can't really call. I know they're kids. But Bradley in his interview, like when he said we brought the kids on, they did all right. When he's 19, he's just mad.
And he stood next to one that's only like a year younger than him.
But Kwanzaa and Bradley are first teamers. They played so much for, especially Kwanzaa. He's played loads of first team football this season. You know,
played over 20 now.
You look at the young guys that have really gone. It's Clark, Gordon, McConnell, Uliaski, and Kumas. Really, you know what I mean. And they probably will get games, but I don't think all of them are going to be starting. So that means it's going to be a strong team, man. It's going to be a strong lineup. And what we're going to do, we're going to do the lineup now. Let me take that off the screen and let's do the lineup. See you guys. Let's get that started.
I fixed my wall, by the way, everyone.
Yeah, I noticed that just now, actually, that the wall has been fixed. There you go.
Well, it wasn't me that fixed it. It was actually the people at Anfield.
Yeah,
I had to wait for them.
Put the new photo and bang. There we go. There we go.
I had to wait for them to change the numbers.
No more complaining, people. No more complaining.
I couldn't actually go and do it myself, could I?
Let's start with the forward line first. Let's go forward to the goalkeeper. Let's go backwards. Let's start forward line first. Who do you think plays? Now,
he's got Diaz, hasn't he? He's took Diaz.
I think Diaz needs a rest.
I didn't think Diaz would go, mate. He needs a rest.
I think Diaz needs a rest.
And so does Elliott. Elliott's done like 360 minutes.
Elliott continuously plays, man. Right. I think one will start, and that is the one no one likes. I think he will start.
He's played nearly 360 minutes as well, by the way.
I think Cody will start, and I think Cody could score in this game. I think it's a game Cody could score in. Wade's going with big out Wade. It's going Diaz, Gakpo, and Harvey as his front three. I don't think Elliott will play against City either. So Elliott might play this game.
I think Kumas will play on the left.
James has gone Kelleher, Costas, Kwanzaa, Kanate, Gomez, Clark, Endo, McAllister, Diaz, Gakpo, Gordon. I don't know if Gordon will start. He ain't had enough football.
So I think Kumas will be on the left, and I think Gordon will be on the right.
You reckon Gordon will start? I don't know, man. I think he's going to go stronger than people think, you know.
Gordon came on Gordon came on against Forest, didn't he? No, it wasn't
So
Forest. It was
the Southampton game was
Gordon came on. So
yeah.
Gordon,
The Southampton game was Kumas, Gakpo, and Elliott. That was the front three, wasn't it?
I don't think Elliott will play.
That was I don't think Elliott's going to play against City though.
That's a monstrous amount of work he's done lately.
So if Elliott's not going to play against City, he might play in this game.
Yeah, he might. Would he ask him to go again, though, mate? Like,
do you know? I think he might do. I think he might.
Actually, there's a player we haven't mentioned. There's two players actually.
I think
Nunez
Darwin
Salah.
might play. Yeah,
he might play Salah as well. Then
he might just go Salah, Gakpo, and Darwin and go fuck you all.
Just get it done now.
Yeah, I think Darwin might start this game. I think Darwin might start because I've got this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that Darwin don't start against City. I think he might go Gakpo, Luis Diaz, and Salah against City. And I've got this nagging feeling in the back of my mind that he might use Darwin as an impact sub in the same way he played him on against Forest. I've just got this nagging feeling.
And we need somebody to come off the bench against City, don't we? And not a kid.
Yeah.
We really do.
That's what I'm saying.
A kid ain't going to come off the bench and win us the game against City.
Who would you rather come off the bench? Who would you rather come off the bench to impact that game, Gakpo or Darwin?
Darwin. All day long.
This is what I'm trying to think.
It's a good shout because Diaz is going to play. Diaz will play on the left, 100%.
If Diaz will play against City, I think Salah will start again. I think Salah and Diaz will start against Man City, in my opinion. And then I think Klopp will try and make the choice if it's going to be Gakpo or Darwin. But he might go Gakpo because of that false nine thing. And the reason I say he might go with Gakpo is because Gakpo might drop deep. And if he drops deep and tries to sit on Rodri, then the long balls in behind for Salah and Diaz to run onto might be available. And then as the game wears on and we keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, you bring Darwin on for 30 minutes to run against more tired legs in behind.
If you think Gakpo's going to play against City, would he be in this team then? Or would it be off the bench?
I think, yeah.
That will tell. If Gakpo starts tomorrow, then he'll be on the bench for City. Because you can't ask him to do that much work. He'd be doing nearly 400 minutes, mate.
Klopp's done this in Europe, though. It's like when he played Szoboszlai. He played all. Remember when Szoboszlai played all their minutes? Then he played the Europa League game, and then played on the Sunday as well.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
So it's not.
He brought Salah on as well. Remember that?
Yeah, and he brought Salah on. It's not. I think he's. Yeah, that does work better with Jota, but.
Well, we haven't got him.
Jota was available right now, man. I know. I put it in the atmosphere, guys. I actually if Jamie Phillips was picking the Liverpool team to play City, it's Darwin, Luis Diaz, Salah. And that's that scares the shit out of City, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that
and anybody in the world.
Yeah, that front three is naughty. So yeah, that's the team I'll go with. Gakpo has got more goals than Darwin this season. It's mad.
That is mad.
But I think Gakpo plays this game.
Four really crucial goals that have won us games. Just as a stat, by the way, he scored more winning goals than any other player for Liverpool this season. So he's a really key player.
I'm going that three. I think Harvey Elliott, Darwin, and Gakpo start.
Elliott will want to play. Elliott will run through brick walls.
I don't think
he'll want to play
because I don't think Elliott's starting against Man City, and if anything, he'll be a sub later in the game. I think he will go with this three, and obviously Elliott, with his age, he's more robust, and his recovery time will be quicker than a Mo's. You can't start Mo against this team and against City after injury, but Elliott, he can kick. I think Darwin as well. His recovery, he should be all right. And these teams are not going to play. These boys are not going to play full games. You know, I just feel like Gakpo in Europe could do better than he is in the Premier League right now and get some goals. I think his goals have come in Europe. I can't quite remember that. So I think he could be important in there. But that's a free.
He scored 4 in the cup as well.
Yeah, so I think he's a cup goal scorer and could be made for him this game. It really could. So I'm going to go with that front three. Right, that's the front. That's the front three for me. Right. So midfield three is the interesting one. K-Mac. What would your midfield three for this game be?
So my midfield three that I would have picked Bobby Clark.
Yeah.
Endo.
Yeah.
And that was a tough one. That I don't know. Though McConnell might get a game. McConnell's been good in Europe. I mean, literally, my three. I might have even put Gomez in as a DM again. But he's took McAllister, and McAllister done the press conference, so it's going to be Bobby Clark, Endo, and McAllister.
I think, that's what a lot of people were saying. Bobby Clark, Endo, and McAllister. Yeah. So Endo didn't play in the last game.
Or it could be McConnell, by the way. Either Bobby Clark or McConnell. Yeah, either or. They're both good players.
I don't think he's going to start with too many of the youth, you know. I really don't think he's going to start with too many of the youth. He will bring them on. I think they'll all come on. That's why if you look at this, if we look back at the team, the players that have flown out, you know, McConnell and Clark and Kumas are the three that if any of them are going to play, they're the three that probably start the game if they're going to play. But I just don't think he's going to play. He's going to start a game in Europe with McConnell and Clark in midfield. No. So that's why I think it'll be stronger than people think. So that's why I'm going with that forward line of Darwin, Gakpo, and Elliott. But I think one of the youth players will start in midfield. But Endo hasn't played.
I don't think he's going to. Oh yeah, we've got Sabolsai as well, by the way.
Yeah, Sabolsai's back as well.
It'll be Sabolsai. It'll be Dom. Yeah, it'll be Bobby Clark or McConnell, Endo.
I think Endo hasn't played since the cup final. Well,
yeah,
he had that 5-minute appearance the other day,
and he was really good against Forest, by the way. Completely.
Yeah, but I keep saying this as well. If it was Endo who won the ball back from McAllister to pass it to Darwin, it's gone so under the radar. If Endo didn't do that, we don't win that game. Simple as that. I think when Taro Endo starts this game, but Taro Endo is important to Liverpool now because for me, he plays against City, so you've got to be careful with him. I don't think he's taking them lightly either, honestly. This is what I'm saying. I think he's taking them proper seriously. I think he sees it as Europe.
Well, if he's doing that, then he's going to play McAllister and Sabolsai, which is an incredible midfield, by the way.
That's my midfield three, right? That's
that's a brilliant midfield.
Me, apart from Curtis Jones being in there, apart from Curtis Jones making his way into that team in that three, that's Liverpool's best midfield three. You know, you can then argue Curtis Jones for somebody. My only worry, look, this is my worry, guys, because we know Klopp loves Curtis Jones when he's fit, he plays. I'm starting to think we're watching McAllister, right? Ball out at the moment in this advanced 8 position, playing beautiful football. I just got a feeling when everyone's fit and back, McAllister goes back to the 6, Curtis Jones goes to the left, and Szoboszlai goes to the right. I just got this feeling when everyone's fit, and we'll see it after the international break. When everyone especially Curtis will be back after the international break, we definitely know this. So if Curtis is back after the international break, I just wonder if Klopp goes back to that McAllister in the 6, Szoboszlai on the right, and Curtis Jones on the left. And I say this because I feel like Klopp wants Curtis in the team. You know, we've seen the proof when Curtis is fit, Curtis starts games. And he hasn't let the club down either. He's been excellent in that position.
Yeah.
So I like Endo in the 6 because Endo for me gives us the best balance in our midfield, without a shadow of a doubt. He creates out opportunities for McAllister to get forward as well. And we haven't really seen him properly with Szoboszlai yet either. So That is,
I do think it will take a little bit of time for Curtis to get back in, because I don't think Klopp will rush him. And if you've noticed in the past with Curtis, it does take like 2 or 3 games for him to push his way back into the team, and for Klopp to give him full game time. So he will. I also think that it might be Dom that doesn't play every game. If you've got Endo, Curtis, and Mac fit, I think that's your three, mate. I don't think Dom's is his instant pick.
And McAllister,
he's not been great.
And McAllister's actually been doing better off this right hand side and not
I know
left.
He's
been playing off that right hand side. So when Szoboszlai plays, you just automatically feel McAllister goes up to the left hand side. But McAllister plays better off that right, in my opinion.
Dom does play left side midfield for Hungary, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
and he has done it. He has done it for us.
I think, and then I think Endo and McAllister play, and then I think Bobby Clark will be the third midfielder. As I said, we got youth players that have gone in with the squad. I just don't feel like Klopp's going to play all youth players in this game like he did in the FA Cup.
He also needs to have something to come off the bench that isn't kids.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think why Klopp's looking at it, get the game won. If we're 2 or 3-0 up, we can bring a Kumas on to give him a European game. Give him an experience. Klopp, I think Klopp will be thinking. I listened to him in his press conference today. We did it live on the channel, and he just sounds like he's taking this seriously. I'm not saying he don't take games seriously, but in FA Cups against a Championship Southampton, you can probably get away with it. And it was at Anfield. This is away in Europe. It's away in Europe to a decent European side who are top of their league. I just don't feel like Klopp can go and put a McConnell and Clark in midfield together and a Kumas up front. I think he will feel better if they came off the bench. How do you feel about that, K-Mac?
I think as well. He's just watched a couple of teams slip up. Like Arsenal got beat by Sporting away, and that's an Arsenal team flying. That's an Arsenal team that have put 5 past every team they played recently.
Yeah.
So he's seen them get beat 1-0. He's also watched Lazio beat Bayern Munich as well in the European games away. So they can be tricky games, and they can produce on the day, and it is quite a raucous atmosphere as well at this ground. I can understand him wanting to get some minutes in the big head's legs. Salah, Endo, Nunes. I can see him wanting to get some minutes in their legs because they haven't played a lot recently. So it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
And if we can win it like 2 or 3-0, then it's done. It is done because they're coming to Anfield.
Yeah, they're not beating us at Anfield. They're not beating us.
And then he can just play all the kids at Anfield then.
And
then we got the Man United game, haven't we? After that.
That's what I'm trying to say, because we got the 2 Sparta games and the 2 Manchester games. They're our next 4 games, and I think Klopp will be looking at the FA Cup right now and thinking, we get past Man United. It's City. Who else in the FA Cup? City and Chelsea, isn't it? There's an opportunity there. We get past United, we're at Wembley again in the semi-final.
Newcastle are still in it.
So is it Newcastle, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool? 8 teams in it?
Yeah, it could
I can't remember who's in the FA Cup.
It's the quarters, so there's a few more teams in there.
Oh, and ain't Coventry? Oh, hang on. Let me get the.
Isn't it like Coventry and Wolves or something like that?
Yeah, no, 2. Yeah, I think. Let me have a look. FA Cup draw. Let me have a look.
Okay, someone's wrote Coventry.
Yeah, Coventry are definitely playing. I know that.
Leicester and Wolves.
Is it Coventry, Leicester, ain't it? Or the Wolves, Leicester, something like that.
Yeah, Leicester.
Right. So, Man City are playing Newcastle. Chelsea are going to play Leicester, and Coventry, Wolves, and then Liverpool, Man United. So Klopp will be looking at that thinking, right, one of City or Newcastle will go out. And then there's a possibility of a Leicester, Coventry and Wolves in the semi-final. And the semi-final's at Wembley. So it's another Wembley visit if we get past the Man United game. So I think he's looking at this game thinking, let's get this one. And then at Anfield, I can play more of the youngsters and give them a rest for that Man United game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what he might be looking at.
And he's also looking at momentum. Like the fact that we have been doing as well as we have is probably because we haven't had a huge amount of rest. We've got momentum, and we don't seem to be doing training at the moment. We just seem to be playing and playing and playing.
Yeah,
and we've kind of got on this roll of a couple of games. Couple of days game, couple of days game, and it's not done us any harm. Let's be honest, because we've won everything that's been in front of us. I don't see anything different in this game.
Yeah, I think Liverpool always play better with. I think Liverpool always play better without a gap. No training, just match. Guys, we've got 133 people watching right now. We're only on 65 likes, so press that fun button, guys. Let's get them likes up to 100 if we can. Helps the channel.
And if you're in the chat, or you're watching and you haven't subscribed to Jamie's channel, hit the subscribe button.
There you go, man. There you go.
Let's do it.
Salah needs some minutes for getting ready for City. Yeah, and that's look. You can then take, you can then take a Harvey Elliott off, put a Mo Salah on. You can then take a Darwin Núñez off, or maybe put a Kumas on if you're winning the game straight away. There you give players minutes, give them rest and rotation. But yeah, that's the midfielder. I think that might be the midfield. Clark, McAllister, Endo. Against Man City, it has to be Szoboszlai, McAllister, or Lautaro Endo. So I think McAllister's technical brain and his elite mentality and his technical ability, Endo's willingness just to defend and his build-up play from the back. Lautaro Endo's build-up play from a DM point of view is awesome.
Yeah,
and it doesn't get talked about enough. And then Szoboszlai's athleticism from running from box to box. I will say maybe Szoboszlai hasn't been what we hoped he would be so far, but we do miss his running in that midfield. His athleticism from box to box, pulling people with him when he runs, creating openings and opportunities. Yeah, that's been missed, man. So that's what I want to see Sunday. Right, let's go back for. And I think people in the chat were also saying, I think James has been saying it as well, that I think it might have been James or someone else in the chat has been saying that Sparta Prague back five.
Okay.
So would that if they do play a back five, would that change your lineup in any kind of way?
No, I would definitely have McAllister and Núñez in that team then if they're playing back five.
Yeah, just to
they could get at them.
We'll go over a lot of the ball. If they're playing a back five, they get sit back.
I haven't even got a clue who plays for them, by the way. Like, no idea.
No.
But whether they've got any players that we've heard of, I don't know.
Teams that usually play a back five sometimes play counter-attacking football, and then they use their wing backs and then their forwards to use the pace on the transition. So they might thinking, we go respect Liverpool, they go have the ball, but we go play that counter on them. And if they do that, if you've got Darwin on the pitch, then Liverpool can counter their counter with Darwin's pacing behind. So for me, if they're playing a back five, I'd start Darwin definitely because of that.
Did you see them all celebrating when they got us in the draw?
Yeah, they're celebrating because it's such a massive club.
Yeah, this is the game of their lives. There'll be a lot of players there that will be starstruck, and if Salah's on the pitch, they're in for a treat.
Yeah, definitely.
They're in for a treat. I think it'll be. I think we'll play Shimmercast, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to just get down. No buy, no sell. Thank you very much, my friend. He just said, just tuned in. We'll watch them start, just subscribe. Thank you very much, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining the community over at James Phillips Football Chats. Matt, hope you enjoy it, my friend. Hope you enjoy it. Loads of videos for you going back to watch. I did a video this afternoon as well on the press conference. If you fancy seeing that as well, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. First, subscribing, super chatting. Big up, no buy, no sell. Really appreciate the love. And don't forget my man K-Mac there as well. Give him a little sub, give him a little watch. There's loads of great Liverpool content around from loads of great Liverpool YouTubers, and they're all good people. But I really appreciate that, man. It's touched me. Thank you very much. Back for Simicast, you saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Robbo's had a lot of game time.
See me. Come on. I think Robbo's playing against City.
Oh yeah.
And that width of Conor Bradley and Robbo against City, it's going to be very old school Liverpool.
Yep.
And I like it.
We beat them a lot when we play like that.
Yeah, and I sort of feel bad for Joe Gomez because he's done so well.
I know.
He's done so well. There is a feeling Joe Gomez could play the number 6 again, and Wataru end the rest of this game out, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of thought that could work because Gomez has been all right, mate. I just want to say something about Gomez as well. Like, is how good is Gomez as intelligence and technically to be able to play so many positions and not look out of place? Like, seriously,
Yeah.
that takes a hell of a lot for a player to have that kind of intelligence to play so well in so many different positions. I think this is the best season he's ever had at Liverpool, like that I've seen. Like, seriously, he's been incredible.
Yeah. He has. Gomez he's had a great season. One of the best players this season for Liverpool, no doubt about it.
I really hope he doesn't get called up.
I think Gomez might go to the Euros.
No, I really hope he doesn't get called up for the international break, though.
No, I don't think he might do. Because I think Gareth Southgate might be looking at Gomez's versatility
so much.
He might be looking at Gomez's versatility in that back line. There's hardly anyone else. Personally, John Stones and Joe Gomez are England's best defenders, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should be the centre back pairing, like 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Are we saying Conor Bradley?
Yeah.
Are we saying Conor Bradley when Trent's fit? I know. I'll put him at.
I don't know. Are you really doing that one on me now?
Oh, I'm doing it on everyone, man. I've done this on everyone.
Depends who we play against.
I want to hear from the chat on this.
It depends who we play against for me. Like, I want Bradley against the top teams because of his pace and because of his width and just how well he does direct play. I think Trent would help us a bit more with the low block teams, maybe, like with his passing, with his ability on the ball. But it's hard to really drop a player that's playing so well. Like, you know what I mean? And that's happened with Gomez. Like, Gomez having the season of his life still gets dropped. I don't want to rush Trent either, because
we don't need to now.
We don't need to, exactly.
Yeah. And the thing is, none of us are saying Trent should be out of the team. We just think he should play in a more advanced role. That's all everyone's saying now. Put Trent in a more advanced role, put Bradley at right back. It could be St. Cook in there. It really could.
I think Bradley played 52 games for Bolton, by the way. So it's not like Bradley can't play a lot of games, because he can, and he did that when he was 19.
Yeah.
And he scored 8 goals. I still can't believe he scored 8 goals.
Yeah.
If we get Alonso, mate, he's gonna be loving Bradley.
Yeah.
He really is.
Oh, definitely.
He's 10 goals a season under Alonso.
See, I'd play the. You play Bradley at right back, and where McAllister plays right now, you just play Trent, and then Trent has this right side of the pitch. You play Endo, you play Szoboszlai. It's the limitless, man, limitless opportunities. That's what I'm saying. I don't want Trent out of the team. I just want him in a more advanced role where his world class ability, he's able to flourish even more. But at the same time, Trent, you put Trent back in right back tomorrow. I'm sure he'll go get an assist and maybe a goal. It wouldn't shock me.
Absolutely.
Because he's Trent Alexander-Arnold. But what we have got now in Bradley, we don't need to rush Trent back. If Trent needs to take his time, he can take his time. It's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. We've got Bradley there now. My Wi-Fi is doing my nutting. I think it's all right, actually. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Big up, honestly. We want Trent in midfield, Joe G in the 6. So what happens to Passetti, Tendam, McAllister, McConnell, Tyler Morton, and what happens to them? I'm tired of keep changing players' positions. Big up, honestly. Honestly, I'll ask you one thing, my friend. I'm with you. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with your point. All I'm saying, do you think Trent's evolved? Do you think Trent's evolved into a player that maybe needs to be pushed further up the field? The same way Gareth Bale evolved, Philip Lahm evolved, Kimmich evolved from a fullback to a midfielder. That's what I was saying. I don't want him at the team at all. I just feel like his skill set, you put him in a further forward position, good cook. Or in a right back, like right wing back. You know what I mean? Right wing back.
It's an interesting one, and honestly, it's down to the next manager, and we just don't know.
Right. But then, if Trent plays right back tomorrow,
we know what Klopp's going to do. He's going to play him as right back, and he's not going to play him in midfield. He's proven that, this season, plays him in midfield in the second half of games.
Yeah.
So he's going to play right back this season when he's back.
And if Trent played tomorrow at right back and he was fit, I wouldn't argue about it. I'm not going to moan.
No, I'm never going to argue with him playing anyway.
He probably gives an assist and a goal. As I said, Trent's world class. Trent's world class. But what we got now in Conor Bradley is that Trent don't have to rush. If Trent needs to come back in 6 weeks, you go, Trent, come back in 6 weeks. It's cool. Take your time. Come back to us when you're fully fit.
We've always said that Trent needs a rest sometimes, and he gets played too much. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Now he can.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah,
you putting there then? You putting at the back?
We got a talent there. So, right, this is interesting, man.
I'm not playing both of them.
No Virgin Canate together, no.
Not playing both of them.
No Virgin Canate together. What does everyone think? I think Kwanzaa plays.
Yeah, I think Kwanzaa plays.
Or
I actually said Kwanzaa Gomez, but now that Virgil and Canate have travelled, it's probably going to be a 45 each in it. With Kwanzaa next to them. And then you've got Gomez as backup for right back.
I think Kwanzaa plays. Right, this is the interesting one. Because I actually think Virgil plays. And the reason I think Virgil plays, I think you got more chance of Virgil picking up an injury coming on as a substitute, cold, than you have starting him. And if he's travelled, he's playing.
Canate's done a half in a couple of games this season. Yeah, that works. Yeah, Virgil starts.
I think you start Virgil more than bringing him on, because I think we're bringing Virgil on. You got a risk of Virgil getting a muscle injury because he's got 32 now, and the way Virgil plays, he's coming into that cold. He gets a warm up on the side, but he's still coming into it a bit cold. Where I'd rather Virgil start a game.
No, I agree.
And then get substituted.
I agree.
I think that
in that case, then, would you not start Salah as well then, and have Elliott when Salah needs to come off?
If this was Man City, I'd start Salah. I would. If it was Man City tomorrow, I'd start Salah. I think Klopp would as well. Oh, seriously, if this was
I
Man
think he's
City
going to give him as
tomorrow,
much time as he can and bring him on at half time then.
yeah, but I think he'll
Yeah.
just give Salah that little bit of time. So I think Virgil, look, I'm going to say it right now. I think Virgil van Dijk is more important to Liverpool than Mo Salah.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if we'd be top of the Premier League right now. I know everyone's doing beautifully away. Our attackers are in double figures and all that. I don't know if we'd be top of the Premier League without Virgil van Dijk at the back.
We wouldn't.
He's that good. He's that good for me. So
we wouldn't have won a cup.
No, exactly. He's that boy at the moment. So
I think he's player of the season in the Premier League as well. By the way,
I think he's
the FA player of the year, like straight up.
I think Foden's running him close. So,
but he could win young player, can't he? Still.
Yeah, Foden's on a different planet at the moment. He's fucking.
I'm sorry, like, but he's better than Rice for that, because everyone's waxing lyrical about Declan Rice, but it's Virgil for me all day long.
Well, I did my McAllister Rice video. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it came out, but I did my Rice McAllister video, and then he got taken down and blocked because all the Arsenal fans got it gone.
Bloody
and obviously we're only playing one goalkeeper in goal, and that is definitely not Adrian. Sorry, it's Queven. Now, I don't know if you was party to all the rumours yesterday about Kelleher apparently injured.
Who made that up? Someone made that
Some
up.
Some geezer on Twitter made an account and 100 followers, and then put this rumor out that he had all this information that Kelleher pulled up in training with an injury, and everyone bit, and I mean everyone, all the big uns, everyone bit, and then he deleted his account.
Made everyone look like mugs.
He knew what he was doing. He was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this. Got to put that out there. In a few hours' time, just got to delete my account."
Okay.
Yeah, mad. Absolutely mad. But that'd be my lineup. So
yeah,
Keller and goal, guys.
That's got 4-1 written all over it.
That's a good team that gets the job done, man. And then look, you take Elliott off. You can bring Salah on for a few. Salah will get minutes. You can take Darwin off and give Kumas minutes if we're winning. You know, you can take McAllister off, get him rested up. And then look, there's no Joe Gomez here. So you can take Endo off later in the game and stick Joe Gomez in that number 6 position later in the game if we're winning. You know, McAllister can come off. You can put McConnell on. You know, just
McConnell's played the 6 as well, by the way.
Yeah, so you can, that's where he more or less started, wasn't it? So
I think if Bradley comes off and Gomez comes on, then Bradley might be starting against City.
So anything Liverpool on Twitter, they put their predicted 11 out, and their predicted 11 is Keller in goal, Bradley, Tsimikas, Kanate, and Kwanzaa. So they got we got Virgil instead of Kanate. Then their midfield is Bobby Clark with Taro Endo, and they're going Szoboszlai. And their forward line, they're going Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Harvey Elliott. Now, so we're not much different from them either. So
no,
I just feel like Luis Diaz needs a rest, man. I think Luis Diaz needs a rest.
I do as well.
Yeah, so I think that team gets it done, man. And then
that wins 4-1. That.
Yeah, and you got plenty of people that come off.
Yeah,
and change you out again. You got who hasn't been put. You got Szoboszlai can come on in that midfield. You've got McConnell can come on in that midfield. You got Kumas can come on in the forward area. You've got Kai Gordon can come on in the forward area later in the game. Salah can come on in that forward area later in the game. You got Robbo who can come on for Tsimikas. Tsimikas needs a little break.
Or Gomez.
And you got Gomez who can come on for a Taro Endo and sit in that 6th position if needed. Do you know what I mean? So there's plenty of rotation there to keep everyone fresh. So everyone's fresh. And then players who need to get minutes. So Darwin's getting minutes. Mo can come on and get minutes. Szoboszlai can come on and get minutes. You know, you can get Gomez on. Endo can get some minutes and come off and bring Gomez on. Then you can bring the kids on and get some minutes in Europe. It works out quite well. It works out quite well. Yeah, it works out quite well. So, score predictions in the chat, guys. Score predictions in the chat. I think he might, man, because he's gone. I mean, he's gone instead of Jayden Danns, and I think Jayden Danns might have got a minutes in this game. So he might do. He might do. But yeah, I'm going 3-0. I'm going 3-0. What are you saying, K-Mac?
4-1.
4-1. Promo going 2-1. Liverpool 3-1. 3-1, 2-1, 3-1. Yeah, I'm going 3-0. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. 4-0. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. We're 3-1.
I think one of their players will score a goal of their lives.
What, like Union Berlin?
like a couple of those guys did. Yeah.
I think the tie's done in this game.
Yeah, I do as well.
The tie's done in this game.
I do as well.
Big up to all the new subscribers as well. Big up, no buy, no sell. Appreciate the love. Yeah, Martin's going 3-0 as well. Yeah. Honestly, going 3-1. Gakpo hat-trick. Go for it. I want Gakpo to score a hat-trick. I
want Gakpo to score because I called him a bag man and he hasn't scored since.
Yeah, I want him to score, man.
And I rolled out all the stats as well, and he's let me down.
I think Gakpo's a better player than he's showing right now. I think the thing that's ruined Gakpo this season is his versatility. You know, he's been played everywhere, and he's not really got a home, so to speak. Where if Darwin's playing, Darwin's either playing through the middle or shifting to the left a little bit, but they don't stay in that position. You know, they rotate wherever else is playing next to him. Same with Salah, same with Jota. But with Gakpo's playing in the midfield. He's playing 9. He's playing right wing. He's playing left wing. So, yeah, I think that's what's holding him down a little bit at the moment. But I think Gakpo gets chances as well. It's not like he's hiding. You know, I think Gakpo's just a confidence player. I'd love him a bag, at least a brace tomorrow. That'd be great for him. That'd be great for him. Yeah, I'm all right with Gakpo.
Yeah, well, I had Dan's down for a brace, but he's bloody injured.
Yeah, he'd be back though next week.
I had him down for 2 goals.
They got to have 7 days off no matter what, haven't they?
Yeah,
they're the rules, ain't they? So it's an automatic 7 days off. You can't train or anything like that. You just have an automatic 7 days off because they're the protocols. So he'll be back. So it's not a worry. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to the game. I think we'll win nicely, get a big win, finish the game off in Prague, and then off to City on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, we got loads of more content.
It's 5:45 kickoff, by the way, to everyone, just in case.
5:45 kickoff.
Don't miss the game.
Please. yeah. Don't do what I was going to do and just watch from 8 o'clock because you'll be banging trouble. Sparta Prague, is it? Yeah, it's... Oh, for goodness sake. Why have I got... I hate this, I really do. For some reason, I've got Microsoft in... I hate this. I don't know why I ain't got Google up. Yeah, 5:45, guys. Liverpool away from home. Liverpool's win probability is 50%, apparently. Yeah, so it's on TNT Sports 1. Make sure you check it out, guys. 5:45 tomorrow. Please don't tune in at 8 p.m. thinking the game's on. You've just missed it. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's UK time. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, big up, keep it real. Yeah, just in case we got other supporters on here from other places. Sorry, other countries.
Yeah, 5:45 UK time. Early kickoff, man. Earlier kick. You can watch it with your dinner. Watch it with your dinner. Guys, we will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with a match reaction. So I'll be back in the evening. Thursday evening, match reaction, looking back, and if K-Max 3, I'll jump on and we'll be looking at that. And then Friday and Saturday, it's going to be the build-up. It's going to be the build-up to the Man City game. So loads to look forward to. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it to all the new subscribers. Thank you for the super chat as well. to no buy, no sell. Appreciate the love. Guys, till tomorrow. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the day. Enjoy everything. We'll see you tomorrow. Big up.
Up the
Everyone. Peace
Reds.
out. Bye-bye for now.